Greetings, this is Loshrex and welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. It's really hard to say it, I'm so used to saying Shadowrun Dragonfall. Apparently, kindly Cheng won't talk to us anymore, so I guess we're just going to have to walk out here to the waterfront and we're going to have to move on with our mission. Now, that is the Mahjong Parlour, we know where that is now. We can kind of have a look around here. Let's kind of have a look around and that says sale. It says sale, is there anything for sale? Apparently we need to go up that way, but let's have a look around and see if there's anyone we can talk to. I kind of dig this, it's like all boats and stuff. I could have been a contender, man. I could have. I like it. What is that? It's like an old tanker. Okay, let's talk to the smuggler. That's the dude. I don't say. Let's have a look at the. It's a bolt hole. Let's have a look at the bolt hole. The original name has been as sloppily painted over as possible with black paint. Newer but somewhat weathered characters have been painted in bold brushstrokes and read bolt hole. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's go down here. Let's talk to this smuggler. I hope this isn't the friend of one of the smugglers that we accidentally killed. Let's talk to the smuggler. Just off the docks you spot a sea-worn man with a smile that's almost too wide for his head. His teeth shine white against the thick black bush of his beard. His clothes are a myriad of colours, patterns and fabrics, a smattering of cultures draped across his body. If there's anything he's clearly advertising, it's the extent of his travels. Say something you like. His voice is coarse like steel wool on your eardrums. Come and get it, because now's your last chance. Everything is on sale. Won't find prices like this anywhere else. Show me what you're selling. What are you actually selling? Oh, there's pistols and guns and stuff. Okay, let's have a look. There's spells, so there's a mana bolt spell. There's some... Now, I didn't realise you had to pay for each of these programs. Wow, is that true? We do have... How much money do we have? We have like 1,200, so let's just have a look and see if we can get a better submachine gun. So rifle is a shotgun. We already have a Uzi 3. We can't get anything else here. We don't need to worry about that. I'm kind of wondering if that's one of the things that we can use. Does that mean we own it forever? Or it's literally just once, because that's really expensive. This is only 100 because 4 squares of a firewall causes 25 IP, so we're going to buy that now. We're going to put it on Slosh, yes. Now, let's have a look at this, because I'm not quite sure how this works. So this is why we're doing this. We're kind of checking. Okay, so cyberware. Head, we have our data jack. You need that to be a deck of that. That's like one of those things that always happens. Oh, we could go back and see if we can get some of that stuff put in us. We do have karma, so we got 9 karma to spend. So we could kind of have a look at this and see if we can get anything that could work with this. Now, drone control code, we don't actually own a drone. We need to find a drone. Now, we do have 9, so we could get the 4 and the 5. We could get decking 4 and decking 5. So, should we just go that, or should we go 4 and 3 here? Because that'll get us decking mark target 2, and it'll get us drone control, can equip class B drones. I kind of think, let's do that, and let's do that. It leaves us 2 left, so we're going to confirm that. We've got 2 karma left. What can I put that on? Let's think about it. Let's think. There's nothing here we can put stuff on. ESP control increases the effectiveness of the decker's expert systems control in the matrix. Alright, so we're actually probably going to need to put that stuff up. So let's use those 2. So we got some more controller stuff in the matrix, because we're going to be using that at some point. We do have a fair bit. He doesn't have anything else we can really buy from him right now. But let's go explore. I mean, I know that's the way we need to go, but we've got the ability to get better decks now. We've got the ability to get a drone. We definitely need to get a drone. I'm not quite sure who we need to buy the drones off, though. So let's talk to this dude, this orc. Orc? That's standing outside this Club 88. It's a close enough friend. The club is members and invites only. So let's move along. Come on, man. My friend's already inside. Can I just go look around for a second? No. Okay, so that's it. exciting was that? That was totally exciting. Let's go use this intercom, see if we can actually do better than last time. Still nothing down there to look at, so let's use this intercom, see what we can do. Doing a job for kindly. Job for kindly, huh? You and every other hood in the con. Come back if you got some wheels around here. What's wheels mean? I'm friends with Isabel and Gobbet. Yeah, those two drag some real prizes out of the river. Get Nightjar out of Archie. I'll continue giving the time of day. Got it. You don't keep up with current events, do you? I'm just dead, man. There's a long silence on the intercom. Crying shame if that's true. I saw that one coming. So you just washed up with Isabel and Gobbet, huh? You know what that tells me? You're here today. You're here to 2 today, and you'll be gone tomorrow. I'll keep my distance. Man, I just wanted to go in there and buy some stuff. There's like nothing else I can do, so we're gonna have to go this way. There's nothing I can really do. Let's go talk to the Triad Guard. The thug taps his earpiece, gestures with his head. Auntie Cheng said you'd be coming. You can pass. Uh-huh. Oh man, Duncan's gonna be a total fucking liability. When travelling to new mission locations, you'll be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify the loadout for the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be automatically extracted for emergency medic care. They'll be patched up and ready for action the next time you return. Oh. Okay, so they don't die. I want to bring... Oh, so she used to live there. I don't know. She used to live there though, and we can only bring one of them. She used to live there. So that, I mean, let's just bring Gobbet. Like, yeah, let's just bring Gobbet. I'm okay with this. So, you're about to travel to the walled city. Let's go. I'm excited. Let's see what the walled city looks like. Kowloon Walled City. Most densely populated spot on Earth. Nearly 40,000 people crammed into 7 acres of chaos, poverty, disease and vice. Self-contained city that collects no taxes, provides no city services. Stagnant water sits in temporary wells, trash lies piled on roofs for controlled burns, improvised structures lean dangerously over populated areas. It's the ideal breeding ground for all manner of illicit trade, drugs, gambling, black market trade, metahuman trafficking and everything in between. The only law is Triad law. Now you need to enter the septic system of a city, find a Triad enforcer named Strangler Bow, and deliver a message from Kindly Cheng. Alright, so, I mean, these are equipped. There's like nothing else to add. Like, there's nothing I can really do. So we've got everything that we've got. Let's go. We're still at the beginning of the game. Apparently it's been auto-saved, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. There's not much else we can really do. We don't have any other items to add or anything like that. Foul, oily water rains down from above, mixes with the filth and offal and swill of the streets, turns it into a flowing slurry of unrecognisable sewage. In the distance, the sounds of back alley activity add to the ambience of at your arrival. Breaking glass, the crackling hiss of a garbage fire, faint screams of terror punctuated by the occasional gunshot, sex and business and violence and misery blended into one. Who winces at the stink, waves a hand in front of his face. Raymond said that prosperity is in the walled city, but I don't see it. Why the hell would he want to set one of his... This guy's totally going to be a liability, hey. You got me. As I said, the walled city is the worst slum in the eastern hemisphere, maybe in the world. A rat pokes its head out of a fold in her clothing. Squeals softly. She reaches up a hand to comfort it. There's something wrong with this place. It isn't just a slum, it feels poisonous somehow. On an astral level. It churns my stomach to even come near it. Maybe she'll get one of those really cool monsters, like pestilence. I think they are the spirits that you can summon. Okay, you were right. This isn't the Barrens. It feels, I don't know, thicker. He goggles the place. Which way? The Lotus Den. That's what Bao calls his. It should be her. Oh no, Bao. Bao's that Strangler Bao. Calls his little corner of hell. I don't know where it is offhand, but I have a way of finding things. There's the flurry of motion at her hip. A second pair of beady eyes appears. Gobbet shifts her hand from one rat to the other, stroking each in turn. They probably aren't expecting anyone to come in force. We can kick in the door, drop the guns, hand over the message, and get the hell... No, we got to do it silently. Kindly doesn't want them dead. She wants them to remember where their loyalties lie. It's tough to remember much of anything when you've got a bullet in your head. Okay, so we got to do this quietly. I mean, we could kill them if if we really wanted to. Technically, Bao's the only one that has to live, but I'd rather keep Auntie Cheng happy than piss her off. That'll be up to them, I guess. Is there anything? If they don't try and kill us, we don't dust them. Got it? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if there's something I could have clicked that would have... Okay, we've got an objective for the mission, which is don't kill any yellow lotus. Now, I'd really prefer not to kill any of the yellow lotus. I'm going to go over here and inspect this one. And see what this says. Putrid stench emanates from the remains of this building. You see nothing that would cause it. Well, that's just excellent that I came over and smelt that. I'm so glad. But at least there is... Ever heard anyone say prosperity's in the walled city? We say to the merchant. She cocks her head like a dog, listening to a noise it can't understand. Prosperity? She sounds it out to herself. I don't know what that means. Well, that's pretty sad. Interesting here. No, nothing changes. Nothing changes. Strangler Bao is the big man now. He is very important. Very important, you know, Bao. We'd love to meet him. Well, he requested a suit, and it took only 1 day longer than expected. The bastard refused to accept it. So your friend Bao, tell him that he slows me for my time. I don't sew for nothing. You can't eat air. Duncan says we'll get right on that. The merchant says, you see that you do. Now what else do you want? I'm just going to walk away from you. You're going to get us into some serious shit. I am not going to be yelling at that guy to say that. Oh, this woman's been beaten up. Are you okay? A young woman lies on the ground. She's a bloody mess. Streaks and spatters of crimson crisscross her blouse and mat her hair. Judging by the quality of her clothing and the bag on her shoulder, you'd make her out as a student. She's as out of place here as a librarian in a game of urban brawl. I'm a librarian. She struggles to move, but she's clearly exhausted. The dark circles under her eyes tell you that she hasn't slept in days. When the woman sees you heading her way, her face hardens. You see her hand slip into her jacket pocket. She studies your faces. The fear in her eyes gives way to curiosity. You guys don't look like you're from around here. A hacking cough shakes her, but her eyes remain fixed on you. You either. Who are you? I'm a student at HKU. She glances around watchfully over your shoulder at the buildings looming above her into windows nearby. Doing some research? Gotta finish before I can leave. What kind of research? Field work. See, I don't have an etiquette academic. See, we can't do this. See, Shadowrunners work so good so far. That's been my last playthrough when we were playing Dragonfall. Because I was a shaman, we got so many charisma points that by the end we basically had all of the different etiquettes, and it made such a difference to what kind of things happen. It was crazy. Fieldwork. I've been taking readings and gathering stories for my master's thesis on Feng Shui in the Sixth World. What does Feng Shui have to do with the slum? Everything, I think. Absolutely everything. Rich people hire geomancers to design the interiors of their homes, to attune them to just right to achieve balance and harmony. Or if nothing like that, leave a slum to fester long enough and you get this. She glances at her surroundings, a look of profound disgust on her face. I think that the negative feng shui of places like this affects the people who live here, that it changes them in a fundamental way, makes them less capable of breaking the cycle and getting out. That's what I'm trying to prove. Before the awakening, which is when all the magic came back into the world, people thought of feng shui as a philosophical system. Now in the Sixth World, it's more than that. It's actually a form of magic. The whole thing revolves around the invisible life energy that binds every person, everything together. It's very real here in Hong Kong. Nobody knows the reason why. Maybe it's only real because people believe that it is. The important thing, it's a measurable, quantifiable phenomenon. Sorry. There's an entire industry that's grown up around it. So what's the key in this place? It's wrong. All wrong. The feng shui in the walled city is completely screwed. I mean, look at the place. She gestures at the squalor surrounding you. You can feel it, right? I felt that something was wrong the minute I walked in. Bad key, huh? Yeah, bad feng shui. Key needs to flow, or it goes sour. Positive feng shui allows that to happen. The woman clears her throat, then lets out a hacking cough. Effort requires a moment for her to recover before she speaks again. You know, I hate to admit it, but I could use some help. I started running well, I guess you could call it an experiment of sorts. Nothing conclusive, just a few quick trials to support my hypothesis before I go into hardcore data gathering mode. There are only a few things left to do. If you could finish them for me, I could get out of here. She holds out a crumpled note. Please, follow the notes on this sheet. Duncan takes the paper from her outstretched hand and examines it, frowning. Just say what you need us to do. I need you to make adjustments to the area's Feng Shui. My notes will tell you how. The goal is to remove sources of friction and to record the results. My hypothesis is that even small adjustments can have a measurable impact on key flow. If I'm right, it should improve, and life here should get just a little bit better. I'll see what I can do. Optional, repair the walled city. So, what do I need to do that? Sparking wires, trinket man, broken water shutoff valve, lower level, burning tires past market. I wonder if they'll show up as mission things when I press Alt. I wonder if that's going to be something that happens. It doesn't look like anything's happening right now. There's nothing up. We can talk to this guy over here. And we can inspect this here, see what this is. Oh, this person looks like they're sleeping. Maybe there's a couple of them. Wires are sparking dangerously just above the doorway. Patch the worn out wire coating. Quick patch job with some nearby waste rubber leaves the wires safe once more. That looks like we've probably done one of them. So that was a thing. Okay, so that's not necessarily meaning anything other than we just kind of have to keep our eye out for things that we can interact with. I don't know if we're going to have to do extra things or anything like that, but we're still looking for the place. The market soil has been picked clean, its owner replaced by a pool of dried blood. Oh, that's fucked up. Spiritual energy. What does that mean? Click on it. Gobbet comes up short. She gestures down at a pile of filthy rags on the ground, a man's shirt crusted with dried blood and grime. Hey, hold up. This cloth has a lot of negative energy coming off it. I think there's a spirit bound to it. What can you tell me about this spirit? Well, it's a ghost. Either that or a spirit of man that thinks it's a ghost. It's hard to be sure. She stares at the cloth, frowning. Whatever it is, it's upset. I can feel its anger and sorrow from here, but that's all I can get from it while it's hiding like this. I could coax it out of the cloth and talk with it if you want. Maybe it'll lead to something, or it could attack us. Talk it. I want to hear what it has to say. Sure thing. Just let me try and establish a connection. So this could attack us, but I don't really know what's going to happen. It looks like the thing from Hellraiser. It's just a skinned man. The air above the bloody rags shimmers. Slowly something close to man-shape coalesces into being. A soft voice echoes from deep inside, as if it began somewhere else. What is this? The spirit peers at you through eyes as soft and undefined as poached eggs. Where am I? You've shed your body. You're a spirit now. Spirit? I am? It raises its hands to examine them, blank eyes sweeping over dead flesh. How? What's the last thing you remember? The last thing? The spirit searches the sky for an answer. I was pushed out of my shop, hunted through Ali's eye. The spirit's mouth widens in horror. Bao and his men. I wouldn't pay them, wouldn't accept their protection. Proud. I was too proud. A cold light flares from somewhere deep in its throat. They tore me apart, butchered me like a duck. It's Hong Kong. It searches the sky, the ground, tearing at the memories inside itself. As it relives its own death, a network of deep cuts opens in its waxy skin, splattering black ichor on the ground. That's fucked up. The cold light within it grows brighter. It pulses up the thing's throat and into its mouth, forcing its jaw to unhinge like a snake's. A burning radiance pours out of the spirit's mouth like vomit, spattering onto the ground in an ectoplasmic flood of anger and despair. Maybe you can help us. Help? It looks confused, lost. I can. You can get us past Bao's guards into Walled City, or... Get us past. Yes, we don't want to kill them. You can get us past Bao's guards into the Walled City so we can find him. The spirit's eyes roll in its head and it shudders, struggling to let the passion dissipate. I had a friend. It squeezes its eyes shut as it struggles to remember. A smuggler of animals. He had a space. Hidden secret. No. You don't kill the people. Yes, spirit, tell me about the secret space. An entrance in the sub-levels. The spirit clasps its head. A chute, a door, red paint and numbers. 5465, 5465. I hope I don't have to remember that. I'm so bad at remembering 5465. Like, this game does this to me all the time. I always have to remember these numbers that I never can. 5465. Let's not talk to him. Well-muscled and heavily tattooed triad member looks up from his PDA, bored but alert. I was hoping not to talk to these guys, so I didn't have to kill them. Behind them, other Yellow Lotus soldiers take notice and turn to leer at you. You're in the wrong neighborhood, tourist boy, you and all your little tourist friends. I'm a local jackass. I work for Kindly Chang, we all do, show some respect. Triad soldier sneers at her. That's so. You already know that you shouldn't be here. That fossil doesn't run things around here anymore. His hand strays to his jacket and a conspicuous bulge in the fabric. Could be a gun, a knife, or a blackjack. Come, I don't want to fight you guys. Best get moving, little girl. Best move before we hurt you all real bad. I'm going to tell you twice. Relax, we're just here to check in with the local merchants. The merchants belong to Bow now. Get lost. Okay, so we can't go that way. Okay, so we can't go that way. That's a bad way. It's a bad way. Can't go that way. 5465 means something though. Maybe we can go around this way. Okay, that one's yours. Step off. That's fine. That's fine. I'm glad that's yours. There has to be another way in. If we go here, is it going to tell us? Alright, so repair the walled city. Just going to double check this stuff. Broken water shut off valve lower level and burning tires past market. Now, the market, we need to kind of keep an eye out for all this stuff. But this is where we came in. We've come in this way, and there's literally nothing. There was like one salesman down here. There was the bloodied woman there who asked us to help her. I mean, these games kind of shuffle you in one direction, but there has to be a way that we can get below. I'm going to talk to this merchant. I don't think this guy had anything. Did we talk to him? Have you ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the old city? No. That's not something around here that someone say, how can you stand this place? You mean my home? In my experience, you can get used to anything regardless of how horrible it is. It just becomes normal after a while. This place is getting worse, no question about it. Last 20, 30 years, it's been nothing but downhill. It's a long time to go downhill. Okay, so he's literally just selling those things. Okay, okay, that guy's just selling that stuff. So we've talked to a couple of different merchants. We fixed some wires somewhere around here. 5465 came up there. We could attack them, but I don't really... Maybe we can sneak past this way. I don't want to fight them. Maybe we can go past this way, because that seems to be the direction where they don't want us to go, so maybe we can go down here. Ah, it's the burning tires. Oh. Come upon a heavily muscled triad soldier screaming at a bearded old man holding a bleeding... That's just fucked up. The punk wags a cheap disposable cred stick in the old man's face. This bright plastic case would look cheerful if it wasn't smeared with blood. This isn't enough. You've got two options, old man. You can find a way to pay me all the money. You can drag your body ass deeper into the well. Find a spot for yourself there with the pimps and the predators. I don't want to kill this dude because we're trying not to kill the Yellow Lotus people. But he's yelling at some old dude. It's not fair. I just can't just pack up and leave. I've been living here 22 years now. Is this how it's going to be? He rolls his belly shoulders. Fine by me. Now, no. You literally just killed an old dude. Can I help him? That goes to the lower levels. Okay. We're going to put out these fires because that's something... No, I want to put out the fires. What do I have to put out the fires? Is there anything I need to put out the fires? I guess that might be something that I need. Oh my god, it's right there. Oh, it's one of those games where, like, it's literally just, it's there. So we'll go pick up that bucket of sand. And we'll go back over here. Okay. It's like that, is it? Like, there's just a random bucket of sand that I can pick up, and we'll put it over there. Pour it onto the flames. That's two of our things. Now, in the lower levels, there is some stuff that we need to do. So we're going to head down there and see kind of what this... Oh man, what are we going to find down here? It's always scary when the game saves automatically. Can't talk to any of these dudes. And there's an inspect down here, so we should head down to this and inspect. Because you never know what you're going to find. This is messed up. This old rusted water valve might be able to close off the flow of water that's pouring out the broken pipe. It's our strength. This clean water will run off into the streets now. Oh, so we fixed that. Oh, we did all of the stuff for the lady up there. Should we go talk to her and see if she... Should we go up and tell her she can go? Maybe if we tell her that she can go, then that'll kind of give her some kind of closure and she can start working on that shit again. That's a local, but let's go talk to the... Okay, I'm a bit confused. Oh, no, it's okay, They're not going to attack us because we're not going over near them. I was a little bit concerned there for a second that they were going to attack us. I don't want to start a fight if I don't need to. She should be hanging around here. Let's talk to the bloodied woman. The young woman startles at your approach, fumbling for something in her pocket. She recognizes us, relaxes. Is it done? It's done. Thank you so much. The young woman sighs with relief. She opens the flap on her satchel, reaches inside and produces a plastic sheath. I'm not magically active, so I can't see the flow of key in the area, but I've got test strips, little sheets of paper embedded with key-sensitive bacteria. It's a close relative of FAB, but it doesn't see much use outside of Hong Kong. She pulls a strip out of the sheath and holds it to the air. Within seconds, it turns ink black. That's creepy! She lets out a dejected sigh, her eyes shifting from the strip to her watch to the strip again. She looks utterly defeated. Damn it. I've been making adjustments for weeks now, trying to get the key to circulate better and nothing seems to work. If anything, this one went bad even faster than the control strips I took when I got here. Any idea why? No, it should work. I followed the text and everything right. The key here is rancid, that's obvious, but I swear it's even worse than it should be. No wonder this place is so disgusting. Corbett says, I get what you mean. The student coughs and rests her head in her hands. That's it, I'm getting out of here. In a little while, I've got to tell my advisor about this. Thanks for the help. Hope you don't stay long. I sure as hell won't. So at least she's going to get out of here. That kind of feels like the best thing for her to do. It's crazy. Okay, so it was all for naught. It was all for naught. Nothing happened. Everything was a big failure. We could kill these guys, but we're trying to go for the achievement, kind of the optional goal of not killing everybody. There is a local here that we're going to talk to, so let's talk to him. I don't want any trouble, just leave me alone. Fine, that was excellent. I'm so glad I wasted my time talking to you, you absolute champion of a man. So here we are, we're just coming to the lower levels. I really feel this is the best place possibly leave it. So as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Any hints or questions, suggestions or whatsoever, please do leave them down below in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time.